didn't work though. Maybe my theory is incorrect, I don't know.
Welcome to basic training, comrades. If you wish to survive, you will do exactly as I say. Now, walk over to that table and pick up those weapons. You will have to move faster than that, comrade. You will need a real weapon if you wish to kill the fascists.
Now go
The world
back
record
and
for this
report to
level
the Commissar.
is 9 seconds faster than my goal, and I have no idea how. I need to go actually watch it at some point.
Always remember to use the star on your compass to reach your current objective. Okay, Vasily. Let us see how good your aim is. Aim for one of those 2 teddy bears. Aim down your sights, Vasily.
I was aiming all of those shots so poorly, I think I was actually just countering the pistol's trash aim.
Good, comrade. That's enough, Vasily. Now, let's see how well you can do under pressure. You have 15 seconds to shoot the helmets. Ready? Go!
Zato has this world record. And nehyzo, like the previous full game record holder, had a gold split of 317, which I guess seems like a time I can reach.
Now come over here and bash
But
this
312 I
mannequin
have
with
legit
your
no idea how.
Comrade Commissar! Comrade Commissar!
There are a lot of little things to get right, but it just like
Come take a look.
I don't know. I don't know if that adds up for me.
Halt! Hören Sie auf! Bitte töten Sie mich nicht!
Yeah, that sounds like not a fun time. Does explain it though.
Comrade Commissar,
But yes,
the enemy is moving.
I need to practice the ending again because I had some setup where I was able to grenade the commissar and then stand in front of his position that he would like to run at, and he would immediately just turn left and run straight to the end. And he would get there like before the dialogue finished.
Listen, comrades. There is an armory to the
And
east
I've
in the
never been
basement
able to
of the
replicate
house.
it outside of that
Go
one
there and
save.
load up on
It's
ammunition
really
and
weird.
supplies. I will stay and take care of our guest. Remember what you have learned. Good luck.
I also miss this jump every single time. It's kind of a problem. Every single time. It's impossible. I either straight up miss the thing, or I go too far to the right and just like hit the invisible wall, or like anything.
And make sure you reload it first. Always make sure you have a full magazine before you go into battle. Let's go, comrades. Up the ladder. Wait! Wait for the smoke to fill! Hold your positions, comrades! Just a bit more! Fire in the hole!
Why melee, man? That's so rude. And if I run away too quickly, he does a thing where he runs the wrong direction. So literally the strat is just get there and shoot him there. Like, I don't know anything else I can do.
I thought we were in training.
There is no better training, comrade, than fighting to survive.
So the only thing I got wrong there was I didn't get the B-hop off the little thing.
That was an
But that was a
improvement,
goal.
but it's not hard to improve on garbage. Try it again.
So the B-hop off the little thing probably saves 1 or 2 seconds. So I could see a 318 or 19. But I've got to do something better with the ending to save more time than that. I actually did. Wait, he did drop the pistol. My teammates aren't as capable as I thought they were. He must have just barely dropped that.
It's about damn time you showed up. This way, comrades. Tanks up above! Get down!
Hello? There we go. My god.
The Germans are massing for counterattack. Prepare yourself, comrades!
We're too few! We cannot stay here! They will overwhelm us!
Stay where you are! We will hold this position until...
Oh my god, there's guys there. That's not normal. Stop hitting every shot, holy shit. Nice grenade, what the heck. God. There's always that last guy there every time. No, so I'm not going for the Russian chapter only. I'm going for full game record, which I have. I have a 219, but I want it to be better than that. My goals keep shifting. Also answering this really late, sorry about like focusing on the game. I was only ever playing the Russian campaign, I assume, because my run died, and I didn't want to spend the time of resetting a full run. So if the run dies at any point, I'll probably just like do a a run of a certain campaign because it's shorter, basically. Because I don't want to be sitting here for like 5 hours resetting. I always do that. I need to just click in the middle there.
Vasily, take second squad and repair the field phone wire. I'll clear these buildings with first squad and meet you on the other side. Go!
It's an MK-42! Near the rubble pile! Enemy! We'll throw you out in the
I literally can't hit anything, what the heck? This is really sketchy, but like it's kind of working. It might not be working. Okay, no, it's working. Somehow. Wire every time. Oh, I have ice skates, god damn it. It's hard to tell sometimes. Until you just suddenly stop going where you want to go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, these tanks are blowing up so quickly. Why? Why did that tank blow up so fast? I've never seen that before. Insane teammates? And now the other one's not blowing up. Is that how you get water record on this level? Like, do I just need to get insane luck when my teammates just, like, makes the tanks blow up instantly? That was weird. Then the last one obviously took forever. Unfortunate. That's still pretty good though.
Okay, comrade, this way. Let's go. Good luck, comrades.
I feel like if I shoot them early enough, he doesn't tend to shoot them, which is usually faster. But he's like 3 seconds slow right now and I've got no idea why. They seem to have just like a random wait time in the pipe in a few spots.
Secure the station house, comrades! Let's go, comrades! For the
Goes oddly close. That's really quick.
Stop it at all costs! We will not lose this position again! Cover me while I reload! Enemy infantry! Another enemy hard point east of the station house! Clear it out! Enemy machine gun to the east! Take it out!
That sounded like I got no kills. I am actually pretty worried about this not working here. There's a lot of people there anyway. I don't know if this guy counts as one or not. I'll count it. Yeah, this is working very well. Yeah, that's either 11 or 12. I think the first guy counted. I'm pretty sure it's 12. We'll see, I guess. I made that with so much time to spare. I don't think I've ever been that quick clearing everything before. It's like, I feel like I was taking surprisingly long. Pretty good. I'm getting like 5 flat pipelines like every time now.
Comrades, the fascists have recaptured several apartments along this street. Our duty is to take back these buildings one by one and then destroy their ammunition depot near City Hall. Let's go!
Our comrades are out there! We must assist them!
I don't know why the Panzer was so slow. That was like 3 or 4 seconds slow. Weird. I almost could have jumped out like and not been shot, I think. Well, my grenades absolutely sucked. Okay, it was just really slow at giving me the thing. That's solid. I think that truck spawned in super late. Okay, that was a little worse than I was expecting. Too far left. It's so hard to like see through that smoke, but you need it to not immediately die. Damn, my predicted time is already 2:20. That's crazy. I'm getting shot way too much. This is really bad. Yep, it's over. That's really unfortunate, but like, there was not another way to do that. They were just hitting me so early, so much. Really unfortunate. Lost like 10 seconds. Better than dying and losing like 30.
Alright, comrades, through the door! Let's clear this building!
Thanks for the sub. This could actually be like a really, really nice Soviet campaign. And yet, I don't know if it's recoil exactly, the pistol is just absurdly inaccurate. That was good. Okay, if this sniper is good, then this could be like really nice. Hopefully the sniper just spawns in a good spot.
Get that bastard's attention. Pavel, do it.
Yes, comrade.
Hello?
Floor, left building.
Oh my god, insane spawn.
He's
Okay.
dead. Good shot, comrade.
Well done, Vasily. Now let's move on. We still have to secure the rest of
I will be right behind you, comrade. Floor is clear.
That's really nice.
Floor clear.
This is gonna be close to gold. So assuming I don't die or something really stupid, this is gonna be a really nice Soviet campaign record, which I'll be very happy with.
They're starting the attack.
Here they come. Hold this position, comrades.
Enemy infantry by the gate. Over to the north.
Oh, they missed that shot.
We're moving an MG42 to the front lines. Quickly, take it out.
Nice grenade already. Who threw that grenade? That had to be a bad teammate. That's the only way. And I can't see the grenade indicator when I'm aimed down sights. So I literally just have to, like, hear it. I'm missing everything.
Reloading.
MG42, second floor, left building.
The teammate wouldn't get a game over for killing me. Or maybe they would, who knows. They should. Especially on this pace.
It's an MG42.
Red building on the left.
Red building on the left.
Cover. Find some cover.
Just the worst call out.
It's the Germans! Near the fountain! To the northwest!
MG42, red building, fourth floor.
Somehow grenade that guy.
Another MG42 gunner is trying to deploy in this square.
I'm like reasonably sure the enemies actually cannot get grenades in these windows. They always get it close, but I think the only grenades actually in here are thrown by teammates who just recoil them, like just miss the window or something.
Alright, cover! Find some cover! Germans! On the other side of that tank! Over to the north!
MG42, second floor, left building.
It's the Toujane! By the tank! Over to the north!
MG42, red building, fourth floor.
It's the Germans! Near the fountain! Over to the north!
Enemy half-track approaching. Vasily, find an anti-tank weapon and take it out. MG42 gunner moving to the front line.
Fascists out in the open! Over to the north! To the Crusader! Take cover!
What's he doing? Why is a grenade there? Oh my god. The moment I aim down sights, a teammate just chucks a grenade at me. Absolutely unbelievable. At this point I seem to not die, it's already over. did not find that MG. There it is.
The fascists are giving up their fight! The Germans are falling back! Run, you cowards!
It's not going to be a 24.
Fearless comrade Vasily.
Like,
Looks like our numbers didn't
I don't know if
come
it
up
could have
today.
been. I would have needed a perfect almost every single level to get a 24, but this is a really nice time. The record before I played was a 25-44 Soviet campaign. And that was like a 25-15 or something. I'm actually super happy with that. Even if this run dies, I'm just super happy with how that started.
Queen 6, this is King 6. Enemy tank sighted leaving the depot. We're commencing our attack. Out. This is it, boys. Our decoys should keep those panzers busy while we wipe out their supply. Let's go!
Make sure those bunkers are secure!
Just a billion grenades for some reason. Oh my god, don't toast me. I have ice skates and I can't move away from this grenade. This game is so unreasonably bad. Seriously. I feel like there's a billion enemies in this smoke here. Yeah, there kind of is. Yeah. How was I not hitting that guy? How are those guys alive there? Can't hit anything? What the heck? How is he hitting me? Seriously, how is he hitting me? Like, I was all the way around the corner, I couldn't see him at all. Just stop. Oh my god. Like, what? I hate this game. I actually hate this game. Like, I don't understand. I just could not do anything. It was ridiculous. Every single sidestep, every single melee, everything they did was completely perfect. They just would not die. Like, god. Disgusting. That just should not have been remotely that bad. It was just impossible. Just lose 20 seconds because trash video game.
The crowd's already here. It's gonna be close. Hang on.
How are they all alive there? know where this other Panzer half-track comes in from.
Jerry's approaching from the
Nice.
west.
Are they gonna spawn in or what? Pretty certain I didn't need to shoot that one guy, but like, maybe.
Cannot hold out much longer. Over. We've got more Jerry's coming in from the southwest.
Guys, stay close to me.
Of course it hits one guy and does nothing. God, that triggers me. Such a stupid mechanic. What, the gun just loses all of its splash damage potential because it hits a person? Yeah, I didn't lose any time. I assume the binoculars on the cannon is a feature. That kind of makes sense. I didn't expect it to be in the game until I saw someone else do it though.
Are you there, grade 6? Over. Bloody hell! More Jerry's to the north! Bloody hell, I'm out! Reloading! Bloody hell! More Jerry's to the north! Reloading!
I think I lost a second there and I don't know why.
Green 6, this is
It's like actually just gamed out or something. I did lose a second.
support Green 6! We're
So
facing
weird.
tight armor and the Jerry's are about to overrun our position! Enemy tanks to the left, sir! My bloody time! David, over here! David, fire mission TRP! Out and reload targets to McGregor! Zach, over! Enemy tanks to the TRP! 4, 5, 0, over! Enemy infantry! Fire mission TRP! 4, 8, 5,
Hair's looking all good.
Germans! I'm on fire mission TRP! 7, 3, 1, over! Enemy reinforcements moving in from the southwest! Fire mission TRP! In! Through! Sight! Over! Fire mission TRP! 4, 7, 1, over!
Just don't be bad.
There to the north! Fire mission TRP! 0, 2, 4, over!
I put that really far back because I was hoping it wouldn't just be dumb and put it like on the hill.
Man down!
Yeah, that's it was. Okay. I should just put it that far back every time probably.
There's still a tank out there to the north! Fire mission TRP! 0,
I'm pretty sure we're good.
0, over!
Just gonna watch to make sure.
There's still a tank out there to the north!
Yeah, they hit it first shot too, so that's pretty quick. This is so confusing. Like, I don't understand how to jump on these things sometimes. It just like ramps you off, like only sometimes. I don't know. Like I suddenly just can't do it anymore. I don't even know what I'm hitting.
That That was an improvement.
Oh, it was
but it's
gold.
not
That might
hard
be
to
what I
improve
put.
on garbage. Try it again.
That's weird though. I lost a second earlier. And then the tanks just spawned faster, maybe?
Split into groups of 6 per tank. Come on, boys.
This level kind of triggers me. I don't understand it. Like, it just kind of loses time. So, like, I think it's just actually... Price is huge RNG. But it varies by more than I thought it could. That was dumb. Why did a mine tick there? I have no idea where the first one went off. Damn, teammates actually doing work. What? That was a very rude machine gun. Do I have ice skates? I think I do. I do. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Pretty shots, everyone. Okay, so that should have been pretty quick. I don't see Price super obviously being light years behind everyone. Wait, this is really good. Okay, cool. I don't know why that was so fast. I've had it be... It's just been really bad the last few times I've played this level. But this is good.
Mitchell, open Let's go. Those buildings are the rally point. Jerry! Up on the top.
Oh, rip. Bad movement. I feel like I'm actually kind of close to getting red screen there. I just kept taking damage.
Sergeant Davis, check through these buildings for a wireless, then radio HQ and tell Monty's boys that we've secured the rally point. Well done, boys. You've just taught Rommel a lesson.
Not the fate that takes so long. Damn, I could not hit that guy. This seems really bad. Okay, it's got fine.
Regroup on the docks! Let's go! Let's go!
That was kind of stupid. I've never seen that third guy there.
Well, that's a spot of luck. Not bad, McGregor. Nice
that went
fight.
well.
All right, listen up. We're finished here. Well done, boys.
I'll drink to that, sir.
Pay attention now. Generators over the next ridge ahead of us. You gentlemen know the drill. Red's outrages us, so I'll have to close in and wait formation and hit them hard and fast. When we get close, circle around the bastards and hit them from the rear.
Damn, he's really not stopping. What the heck? He's definitely just going to troll me. God damn. Okay, there we go. Blue. Interesting timing to come and look at the run. Oh, that guy was kind of in the way.
Hold your fire till we get in range. They think you're the light.
Those bastards hit us!
There's too many of them. Kill the chatters, make it work.
Sir, we should follow the lead tank.
Damn.
Follow that tank, sir. Taking fire here.
They think you're the light.
Pretty sure that was another hit. That one was miles off.
In range.
Yeah, this is not going well. There we go.
In hell! Got dust in your eyes, Commander!
I got one. I got one.
So actually, my teammates got one and I was not expecting it.
Hands are in front.
Fire at will. We're hit.
Good shooting! Got him!
Oh, I missed. Okay, I actually just suck.
Another to the right!
Yeah, these guys spawn super late. Wait, there's another one down there.
One down! On target! That's got him!
Hands are on our six.
Yeah, this is actually pretty bad. Oh my god. Tank levels are pretty fun, but the RNG health really gets to me. After a while anyway. I am doing well.
Pay attention now. We've run up against a group of 88mm Halting tank guns along the next ridge. Stay recruit and the Shermans will keep us busy while Fox and Baker
Oh my god, the ground. Oh my god, the ground. Every time. Okay, I got it. I swear, every hill is perfectly calculated to be right when you're trying to fire. Every single time. I still need to go further right than I thought. Can I stop missing? I'm shocked that hit. Okay. I feel like I didn't deserve any of that, it just kept working. I was not playing that well. God, I can't see a thing. There we go.
Enemy tank to the rear!
A gust of wind blew 2 shots off target. Okay, thank god my teammates actually got that. Like, it usually does take about this long, but it's paranoia inducing every time, because it's a 90-second time loss if they don't get it. But it's like 99% chance they get those like designated targets I leave them. It's very rare when they don't. Excuse me? That was kind of weird. Damn it. There we go. Not great, but not terrible.
Davis, this isn't a bloody drill! Get your arse on that machine gun and cover your sector! Up on the top floor!
These guys are spawning from the left side so quickly. What the heck? That was actually really fast, I think. Crouch.
We've got to flank that armored car and take control of it! It's our only way out of here! Everyone out now! Out the back door! Come on, move, move! Davis, you're on point! Let's go and flank that bastard! Let's move!
I don't think Price was insanely fast, but it's pretty good. Yeah, he wasn't. He definitely could have been faster, but close. I'm having a hard time hitting these people for some reason. There we go.
Hang on! What on earth are you trying to do, McGregor? It's not that hard. Just turn the wheel in the direction you want to go. Oh, thank you, sir. That is very helpful. Watch out for Panzer Six, Davis. One hit and we're dead. Davis, hard truck, dead ahead. Take it out. Not bad, Sergeant. Panzer Six on a restop at 12 o'clock. Panzer Six on a restop to the right. Look out for that tank, McGregor! Tank? What'd you say, tank? Bloody hell, he's spotted us! Get off the road! Make a left, private, now! I hope you know, now! This place looks awfully familiar, sir. Right turn, right here. Yes, sir! Let's hope this works. Keep it steady, McGregor! Panzer Shrek on a rooftop at 12 o'clock!
There should be one more. There he is. What the heck? Took like 8 more seconds to run out.
Now would be a good time, McGregor. I'm doing my best, sir. McGregor! That's done it. We're off. It's a dead end. Turn it around. Come on, Davis. Keep the crouch off of us.
Damn, how did he survive that? Damn, I guess no one wants to gamble today. That's kind of funny. I always try hard to shoot all those guys. I don't really know why. Like, I don't think it makes a difference.
Time for a runner, lads! Check your ammo and stick together! Fight the cover! McGregor, cover the rear! Take out any crowds behind us! I said, consider it done! Come on, you genius! Come on, it's the last truck! We've got to get out of here, this way! Keep pushing towards the rally point. Come on! Ignition, velocity deco! Over by that car! Crankcase, coming fire! Totter! Ignition, I'm heading. Let's head for the brigade rally point.
That's
boys.
fast.
We'll be back for this tower.
Could have been a bit better if that guy didn't run left. Or right, I mean, but that's still actually pretty good.
Here the Norman has been sent home. Lucky bastard. That lucky bastard's lost his leg. Well, at least he's out of this bleeding desert.
Don't shoot me already. Why is there 2 people there? Okay, I'm getting destroyed. Yep, that's cool. God, he has some grenades. Oh my god. I actually just couldn't move. Because that guy was last stand in the perfect spot. So rude. Oh god, get off me. He was blocking me so well somehow. Thought I saw an extra one. I think there's usually only 3 down there though. Unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. Where's the actual guy I need to shoot? How did he manage to live? Like, he managed to be the final guy of the whole... That's actually so rude. Like, where did he go? I was sure I'd seen 4, and he just, like, evaporated, and I could not find him. So unfortunate. That's still pretty good though. That level, that's, like, this is a run ending level. That still went, like, well enough. That ending clear just sucks though. If, like, I maybe need to look into just, like, running back and getting grenades for it. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's probably usually a time loss. But that one just didn't quite work.
Sir, are we there yet? No! Stop asking and watch for Jerry's! I've got a real bad feeling about this. You keep your bad feelings to yourself. Just keep your eyes on the road, Private. Follow me! Okay, I'm with you! It's an ambush!
Thank you for the happy 40. Oh, the Thompson is just so inaccurate, it's unbelievable. That smoke was in a weird spot. It was actually really good, almost no one shot me. But if they had decided to melee me, I would have been so toast. Why is there the fourth guy here? I'm getting shot a bit too much. I was getting shot way too much by those guys, what the hell? Seriously surprised I didn't get red screen there, that was kind of BS. All those guys up on the wall were just hitting everything. Crazy.
Well done, lads. Search the area for intelligence and gather up the rest of these supplies. Be prepared to move out in 2 hours. Dismissed.
Wait a minute, it's this one.
That was an improvement, but
Oh, that
it's
was
not
a gold.
hard to improve on garbage. Try it again.
I was not expecting a gold there. I actually thought my gold there was reasonably unbeatable. I don't know how much a gold did buy though.
30 seconds, Yanks! Drop me with you!
I'm finished with the Soviet campaign. I am 3/4 of the way through the British campaign, and I've only lost 2 minutes over golds.
Dog company, listen up. Men on the beaches are
That's actually
counting on us to
surprising.
take out the coastal guns on
That's
those
like more than
cliffs.
half of the actual gameplay. Not quite half of the time because the American campaign is so lengthy. It's just like slap so many timers on you. So I think they golded by like 4 seconds. Also, I think I was missing a lot of chat there. I don't know what was happening for the past many messages. No, the American campaign is the same length as the British campaign, and the Soviet campaign is half the length of both of those. But the British campaign has twice as many levels as the American campaign, so realistically you're not going to lose as much over golds, because there's just less levels, less things happening. You just sit under a 5-minute timer so many times. Nice grenade. Do I even have a checkpoint yet? Nice grenade, holy shit. Like, what? Oh, damn it. Is that the turbo cannon shooting at me? I don't like that. Oh my god, it was shooting near me. It's definitely not actually targeting me though. That was pretty sketch. For a second I thought a second guy in the trench was going to be like conveniently crashing so I could get the pistol off him, but he just like insta-peeked and went away again every time. Very rude. Okay, he just didn't get hit. Yeah, I lost like 7 seconds there being safe, but I'm totally fine with that. This might be the world record. I've already gotten a couple records in this run, so that counts.
Let's get that roadblock set up! Taylor, here they are! We found the damn guns. Get in there and fix them with your thermite grenades. I'll keep an eye open for crowd patrols. I'll take the ones on this side.
Coup skip is legit because quality of life, basically. Like, who just wants to sit through a 5-minute cutscene level? I originally kind of argued against it because, yeah, it's like, it's pretty fake that you just like load out and then load up the next level, New Game Plus. But like, it's a 5-minute cutscene level, and especially in the original game, it's right before like the hardest trick in the run. Especially back when it was first decided, when there wasn't easier setups for it, it was like, it was really bad. And yet the timing compensates for it. Get out the way, what the heck? I think my grenades did literally nothing. Nice. That guy literally phased through the wall to take the MP44 away from me. There it is. He took it so far away. That's just inconsiderate. Very nice. Why is there a grenade there? The heck? Wait, these are teammates. What the hell? Oh my god. This is not great, but whatever. Not bad either. The death screams are not as over the top as the melee screams. Like, not even close. Where was the thing I found here that was like messed up? You need to go here every time. It's like this thing. Unplayable video game. Okay. Don't crash the game. Don't be bad. Good. I think it's that guy on the right that throws the smoke. He was the only one that was alive from that. Absolutely destroyed. That's a little slow.
Everyone fall back to the orchard! Let's go, let's go! Get back to the orchard! Taylor, you tell us to ride!
That's enough! We're pulling back from the road!
Holy smokes, look at them coming! Think they'll hold that division after us! German infantry on the west flank!
Knew it. Rude. Reasonably quick.
We can rest later! We can reinforce the east building! Let's go! Let's get into war! Hold up! Hold right here! Lock and load! Check your ammo!
I think every time you skip a section of the game, there's a lot of debate about it, and certain people will never agree. And it's kind of an understandable stance, but it's also like, sometimes you just have to. Like, container raid skip in Portal 2, the extra downside to that is you're actually skipping some gameplay. So theoretically speaking, if you're bad, you could lose time there in the section that's being skipped. But it's 5 minutes long at the start of, like, it's just like, it's so painful to reset on things like that. I don't know anything about Halo 2. You can lose time, but it's also basically free to never lose time. Exactly, yeah. So it's a pretty poor argument, but theoretically speaking, it's a more debatable skip than the one we do in CoD 4, where it's literally just a cutscene level.
Sarge, I got through! Boys at Omaha Beach are on the way! We also got some flyboys coming in over the channel! Coming in when? How long, Braver? About 5 minutes, sir! Corporal Taylor! Where the hell are you going? Get back here and help us out!
I was about to blast that guy, I was so sure it was an enemy for some reason. Chip, everyone's doing skip DFA. Yeah, that one's a little different. if people, like, if I left the community for 3 years and came back and the new rule was that we skip DFA and we just don't even play it, I would actually be, like, pretty upset if people had done that. Like, I can see why you want to do it, but it's totally, like, I mean, it's partly a get good issue. Yeah, it's boring, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like some communities would actually do that, and it would be so dumb.
Let's go, let's go! Get back to the next baseline! Move! Everybody fall back to Charlie!
Rangers, watch that bunker tunnel to the rear! Don't let the crowd get through!
Yeah, I mean, I get the joke. I'm just saying, like, if you start joking about it, some people will then take it seriously and give it long enough, and who knows what could happen. I'm not saying don't joke about it, but, like, theoretically, some people would actually argue for that, and that would just be dumb. Like, I even the no embassy category for MW 2019 is a pretty bad choice as well. I think. Like it's fair to do whatever you want in category extensions, but that's literally on the 2019 boards, which I think is pretty bad. Like I actually think it should probably be moved to category extensions. And because it was literally just like this level's too long and we'll suck at it and I don't want to play it, so let's make this category. And then no one ran it except for like me and I think one other person. And it's just like it's just really dumb. Exactly. That's literally what they did for No Embassy. Get out of the way. What are you doing? He's just completely stuck in the doorway. Give it long enough and fun percent will literally be just don't even play the video game. Like, take out the levels you don't like, and then you get reduced to the levels you like slightly more, take those out in the next category, and continue until there's just nothing left. And it's like, I could understand if it was like World War II or something, where the game takes over 2.5 hours, and one level is like 20 minutes. But 2019 is not that long of a game. It's an hour and a half. Like it's short for CoD games. Oh my god. I'm getting kind of toasted by this tank. I mean, I don't know what Streets is. My philosophy is more like, if I hate running this level, I'm just gonna be good at this level instead, so I don't hate it anymore. Like, it doesn't always work, sometimes levels just suck, but getting good at them fixes the majority of the issues. Because usually I hate a level because it's inconsistent or because I die too much or whatever. If you just get good, then that goes away. Oh my god, stop bullying me. And like, I can understand hitting a level like this because you just get to the end and wait for 7 minutes. But like, I don't know. I don't think I would ever argue for get to the end, wait for the 5-minute timer to pop up, and then leave. Like, that's kind of weird too. Oh, nice raid. Unexpected. We're on pretty good pace. Just in time to curse the run, so I know who to blame if this world record goes down the drain. Exactly, yeah. It's very easy to die in these 5 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know. Skipping gameplay is just bad. Losing small amounts of time. Yeah, I think this is where my PB started actually like being bad and losing a bunch. We'll see.
I did spot an 88 on the other side of the hedgerow. Expect a crew of at least 2 and a couple of MG42s.
So what's the plan, Sarge?
I need runners with suppressing fire. Garcia, Hawkins, take the left with Rossetti and Jones. The rest will follow me up the right flank. I want grenades on them as soon as we're in range. Draper, McCloskey, and Taylor, you stay back and provide a base of fire. Keep those croats off us so we can move in.
Ah, that's kind of bad.
Let's go, let's go! MG42 in the hedgerow!
Yeah, it's fine. Weird spawns though. He lived, didn't he? Rude. Oh my god. Oh my god, just die. That was so bad. Oh my god, and then I mantled out. Can I even play video games? What is this? This is like the actual worst. Make sure there's no one hiding back there. Nice grenade. That was pretty quick. Fast teammates actually helps quite a bit there if they're really fast. I'm like reasonably sure that's everyone. Oh god. Oh my god. Since when? What is that timing to just run out the door? That's incredibly rude. I knew there would be an extra one. Get out the way, trash teammates. That was pretty bad. That was so unfortunate. There we go. That was still pretty good, honestly. Considering how poor it actually went, especially in that building. I was like 10 seconds there. You think ice skates were intentional? Yeah, I wonder why. Like, what was their thought with that? It's such a strange mechanic. I think it was unintentional with getting shot. I think it was intentional from fall damage. But I think there's some weird stuff with when you get shot, you sometimes just get shoved down. And it's like, and then it happens. Also, Zato told me ice skates don't happen in the American campaign, and he's wrong. I haven't tested full damage. Maybe they don't happen with full damage, but I've definitely gotten ice skates from getting shot before. And there's a few spots where it's really, really terrible on some very hilly terrain. Ankles breaking mechanic. What? So you take so much fall damage that you just like snap your feet off, and then quickly whip out the ice skates, so you can walk around again. Like I don't get it. I don't think there is a story. You kind of just run around and shoot people. Like that was, I feel like that was the story of first-person shooters back in the day. Although I don't pay attention to story in games, especially games on speedrunning. I have not checked if ice skates are different on different difficulties. I don't think they would be, but who knows. They're super weird too. I haven't like experimented with them enough, but there's something with like when you get ice skates, there's like an optimal direction to run, and then you just accelerate insanely fast. But they're almost never pointing in the direction you want to go, so it kind of sucks. Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised if that has some effect. So was the UK campaign just like the whole game, and then they just slapped on the American and Russian levels on top of that for some reason? Like, kind of weird. But I wouldn't think they would do it that way because they already had American, UK, and Russian levels in CoD 1. Heck, that sounded like a melee for some reason. It's so weird that the British campaign is like twice as many levels as every other campaign. I mean, that is Treyarch's thing, right? Is they actually try to put a story into their games. And I think that's legitimately the only reason people like Black Ops games. Is that they either haven't properly tried Modern Warfare games, or they just like the story. Which is fair enough. Oh, at the fork in the road. I literally could not find these guys. It's so rare that they go that close. Well, that missed, damn. That was so close. Let's go to the last guy. Nope. God damn it. Okay, do I need to get out of this guy's way for him to move? Like, was I just too close to him before? I don't know. It's very weird. Oh, he's already there again. Thank God he's just learning to be fast now.
Good work, everyone. Make sure your sectors are well covered and we'll meet back here in an hour. Dismissed.
Whoops, I keep doing that.
Listen up. McGregor will take second squad down this road and hit the Jerry's right flank. The rest of us will do our part by cutting through the orchard and keeping the Jerry's busy. Let's go!
This is one of the biggest RNG levels. It just relies on price going fast, which is obviously super unreliable. Pray for good smokes. I don't even know if the smokes help, but it's like paranoia, I guess. I'm getting shot way too much. Looks like Price is lost. That's really unfortunate. Nothing I can do about that. I'm pretty sure if I run back, he tends to just like get stuck and be confused by my pathing. He was third. So that loses like 10 to 15 seconds.
Shoot! Please!
Not great, but
She said
it can be a lot worse.
we have wounded here.
I've seen him be 20 seconds slower than that to the door.
Hold your fire, lads.
I say we slaughter a solid lot of them.
Hold your fire, that's an order.
Whatever you say, sir.
McGregor, get over here. You remember that German lorry we passed over to the east? We do, sir. Get it working and bring it here. Sergeant Davis, go with McGregor. We need something to transport all these Yanks.
We'll do, sir. Davis, check your gear. There might be more Jerry's out there. War's not over just because we won this little fight.
Davis, clear the second floor. You'll be able to pick off the Jerry's more easily from up there.
Hey, someone runs up here. I'm going to try throwing grenades at them, because McGregor got super bullied last time. Which was the first time I've ever seen that. But watch him just throw the grenade back at me and kill me or something. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, never throw grenades there ever again. What did it bounce off? There's just a solid nothing there. Whatever. Great video game. And obviously you can't move or anything. Maybe I should just knock it in the truck. That would make more sense. I should just stand out here and shoot them. Because I can run around and shoot them. Because once I get in the truck, I'm just stuck here permanently. But yeah, usually they don't mess with him at all. It's only the one time I've ever seen that. And then I just lost time because of it.
Looks to be in good shape. The Jerry's were even nice enough to leave us a full tank of petrol. I've almost got a bugger. There! Hold on, Davis. This might get a little bumpy.
There's also only one guy here, which is weird. He just destroyed me with that. Why were they so slow? That's so strange. That's why I didn't pick this up.
Damn this lorry! It's all messed up! Move, damn you!
2:14 is possible? No. 2:15 I think is the fastest, like, realistic time. And even that is not really that realistic. 2:16 maybe. These next few levels have a lot of variability. So they're like the biggest deal, I think. Like if they all go super well, it's kind of crazy. I'm constantly paranoid of dying to that shot.
I can't believe it! That was one big bloody tank back there. Good work, Davis. I owe you one. Hell, I owe you two.
So hopefully I gold the crossroads by a lot. But I know what I need to do, but there's just a ton of RNG in it. Like, it's not completely under my control. I'm actually going to lose almost a minute here over a perfect gold. Like 50 seconds. Maybe 40. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, I already had kind of a bad split. But, yeah. This one was so unbelievably slow. 540. I could actually save a full minute here.
Let's go.
Careful, lads! There's an MG42 at the end of this road.
Nice ass gates. Okay, first shot there is really nice.
Strike through those buildings on the left. Give him covering fire.
Yeah, price isn't here. Unfortunate. It's just straight RNG, I swear. There's so many enemies. Like, I've never seen it go this badly.
That farmhouse controls this crossroads. Davis, take some of the lads and check that farmhouse for Fritz. Time to go! Get moving!
Okay, if that's clear, that's really good. Okay, that's actually really bad. Why is it not clear? Like, who's still alive? Oh, now it's clear, obviously. Okay, this game is just trolling. Like, that's never happened before. That's so stupid. Makes legit no sense. Oh my god. Yeah, you're just invincible because you're moving. Trash game. I only have 3 grenades. That's really bad. Who's still alive? Like, this is what I mean. These levels are so bad. They can potentially go so fast, but they just don't.
Take up defensive positions, lads. Hold them off until the convoy arrives. Sergeant Davis, get on the German machine gun. Move!
Okay, that was actually super good wave clearing though. Alright, that was like the second best I've ever done it. Whatever, I'm fine with this. That's still gonna gold, I think. Barely. But it could have been so much better. I don't know how the house didn't clear, honestly. Like, where was that guy? An MP44 somewhere? Oh, there's one. I have never been damaged by that thing before. Okay, it might not gold actually, but we'll see. I forget how long this takes. It's still going to save a bunch of time though, regardless.
Well done, lads. We're to escort the convoy through the next town. Lord Jerryana's been
Not even gold, SMH.
So be on your guard.
That house clear was so stupid. I mean, I got really unlucky twice there. I can save a bunch here as well. God, he just wouldn't get hit by anything. Stop. It's over. I have never been meleeed like that. Oh my god, I'm shocked I lived. What the hell? What is going on? I'm taking so much damage. Absolutely disgusting. The guy downstairs was just destroying me. Okay, yeah, there's just a random enemy somewhere. Oh my god. I hate this game so much. I cannot believe. It's just... This bullshit is unavoidable. God damn. Like, just all these completely unreasonable scenarios that never happened before, like how much damage I'm taking, just obviously happen again. Okay, good. Need both of those things. Okay, that was insane. I don't even need to check. I just got everyone. That guy's gonna be really annoying outside, I know it. Okay. That was terrible, but good enough. I'm just getting so unlucky again. Like, I think this should barely even be happening.
Take cover! Get to the barn! Move! Bill! On me! Man down! Keep moving! Don't stop! Hold up here, lads. We have to find and take out those mortars. McGregor, get that barn door open. Heads up! After Jerry!
Headshot. Ah, that's really bad. Enemies were just in such troll spots there, like not normal at all. Yeah, okay. I have to be so certain about everything. Full game. Can't just run away and assume it's gonna work. God, get out the way! You're just massing up and like blocking me. Oh my god, like just miss every shot. Yep, that's cool. Wait, Price is flying. This is insane. Oh, he stopped. Don't stop. Yeah, keep going. Okay, this is good. I'm going to save a bit of time here.
Let's go! King 6 to Easy 6. We've taken our bloody objective. Over.
Understood, King Be advised, 4 enemy patrols sighted approaching your sector. Hold our flank against the German counterattack.
Yeah, I do have 4 grenades. Oh,
You heard it, lads. Take up defensive positions in the farmhouse. Let's move.
and now we wait. Yeah, the run is still alive, but I had a lot more time save here than I got, which makes me a little bit upset. I think I should have been faster here than I was, but it's still fine. Yeah, I got kind of lucky here. Like, the beginning was kind of bad, but then Price was just like flying light speed up to the thing, which was nice. He only got stopped once. That is teammates, right? No, it's not. You better not shoot me. I've never been attacked here before. It would ruin the entire point of the strategy. What if he left, or if he's still standing there? I just heard footsteps stop like right there. But I'm not going to go out and check until a minute. Everyone can overhead. That's pretty funny. Riveting gameplay right here. Just gotta wait for another 20 seconds. There was an enemy just waiting there the whole time. Okay, not anymore. Convenient teammate. Oh my god, don't pull me too hard, really. I'm getting shot way too much. I have ice skates. Can I not have ice skates, please? Oh my god, just like, the ice skates would not go away. God damn, troll game. Okay, good, we're good. I swear the game is trying its hardest.
Listen up! Battalion wants us freezing our asses off on top of that hill by the end of tomorrow. But first we gotta kick Jerry out of this cute little town. Stay close! Stop! Go! Okay, I'm with you!
Oh, of course there's no one there. Yep. Nice. I actually don't know how to get a pistol right now. Just like that. Teammates better not bully him. Oh my god. That's what I want.
I
really could have used more MP44 ammo than that. They definitely will clear that house, yeah.
Private, get the 30 cal set up in that window. Lay down suppressing fire.
He didn't even drop any. Rude. Did not trust that grenade though. God, I'm actually taking this so slowly. Just because I don't want anything stupid to happen, but this is like really slow, because it just wasn't working.
Sergeant, cover me! I'm reloading! First squad! Regroup at the roadblock! Alright, this road's blocked off. We're gonna have to cut east. Let's go! More drones in that house to the east! Taylor, move up! Use your grenade to clear that house room by room! Go!
All of my grenades failed, that was so sketchy. Wow, I'm actually shocked.
Good work. Now let's head north to those enemy mortars.
Alright, I just do this now. Forgot about that. For some reason this seems really fast. The last few times I tried it. But we'll see what happens here. And before I just lose like 40 seconds. Oh, there's two that are light years behind. Oh, good. Okay, we're good. Nice.
On my command.
This is actually kind
Take
of
open
fast.
the door and frag those krauts. Ready? Now!
That was nice.
We gotta clear that church! Taylor, take point! Stick with me! Okay, I'm with you! Auf der linken Seite!
I'm kind of destroyed, what the heck? Okay, not amazing, but mild time save. I took the beginning so safe.
All right, fellas.
It should be a sub 5.
Dig in and wait for the rest
I
of the
can gold that by like
for a
a
counterattack.
sizable amount, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Tomorrow morning we're going up there to clean them out. Third squad, spread out! I want the 30
There's also a minefield skip I could do right here, just flex, getting out of bounds, but I'm not going to.
Let's check out that roadblock. Follow me. What are your orders, sir? The Krauts almost have us zeroed in! Shut up! Just shut up! I need to think about this! Well, you better think fast, Mac! Hell, we can't sit here like this! We gotta move! We gotta move, Lieutenant! Let's go get the bastards!
I'm getting wrecked? What the hell? Shoot me less, please. I did play a piano in this run, yes. I always play the piano in Demolition. That sounded like a very nice grenade. I'm not pushing through this. No trust. Wait, there's no grenade there. Wait, it got thrown later? What the hell? Okay. That grenade must get thrown when I'm like through the doorway or something. Don't bully. My grenade evaporated. Nice. So much fun when it does that. Like, I swear to God, it's a 50-50 chance my grenade just ceases to exist. Nice. Made it through the extremely difficult minefield skip for some reason. I think that's all of them. Yep. Nice. They were very, very considerate and just ran straight at me. Always appreciate when enemies do that. Rip teammate. I got everyone. I think. I definitely did. What the heck? Okay. It was just taking forever to like do the thing. I swear there was less enemies in the cleared anyway, it's fine. I can't see him, I'm just assuming it works. Yeah, it worked. It has literally never not worked. Like, oh no, I did not mean to press E! Oh god damn it. Still within time. All my teammates are actually here. Weird. Is he talking yet? Oh, he wanted to get into position. Weirdo. Almost gold.
Company, listen up.
Oh, I have a bad this level. Well, not really bad. It's like fine. It's a little below average. Not as fast as I would like. But my gold on this is like kind of busted. Wait, where the hell? Okay. A lot of enemies there, oh my god. Nice. I'm going around this way. Do not trust these guys running behind here. Oh god, really? I also wasn't sure if that guy was a teammate or an enemy because he's the exact same color. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Getting an MP44 that early is really nice. Rip your one gambling book. This would be a 217 I'm happy with. Assuming nothing incredibly ridiculous happens afterwards, I'm going to be happy with this one. It is still 216 possible as well. If this level goes really well, which so far it's like fine. Speak any shenanigans into existence, yeah. Wouldn't want to do that. Nice grenade, nice grenade. That Panzer Strike though. I mean, I always call them Panzer Strikes, what is wrong with me? They're half tracks. Okay, don't bully me that hard. There is a second one. Oh, it's so far away though. Stop. Yeah, I need ammo, like, really badly. I got ammo, nice. Oh, hello. Give me that ammo. I hit a lot. Yeah, I think the next half track should have spawned by now. Maybe? Wait, it's already coming off the slope? What? That's insanely fast, I think. Oh my god. Hiding in the worst possible spots. Wait, that's really, really good. That's one of the best clears I've ever had for that section. They're very nice. Yeah, the only rule is never get on an MG, because the enemies turn into veteran bots occasionally when you're in a machine gun, and it's really dumb. I think the tank is on this other side. Oh my god, it shot so close to me. There we go. There's so many enemies over there, holy shit. They always take 2 shots, every time. Is there more Panzer trucks anywhere? I think there actually isn't. Weird. Wait, do I hear a tank here? No way, right? I think it's behind me. It has to be. Oh my god, I got 1 shot. Yes. So convenient. I would like an MP40 or something. Yeah, whatever. Max ammo, very nice.
Siren, cover me! I'm reloading! Don't waste your ammo! Make every shot count! Let him get to that bunker!
I cannot hit this guy. He literally... What the heck? This guy's just camping. What was shooting me from over there?
Aircraft coming in from the west! It's a bombing run! Take cover!
Oh god, they just spawned down there. That's awful. Why would they do that?
Damn, they're P-51 Mustangs! They're falling back! They're giving up the flag!
Okay, they just died. Okay, that actually was fast. Nice. I was really worried about that ending.
Who are those guys, Sarge?
Slow down a bit, you want your gambling bugs.
P-51 Mustangs and not a blessed moment too soon. Great job, guys! We did it!
Too bad. Not quite world record pace, but pretty solid. Now, as long as I don't completely ruin anything here, this might be a 216. But the beginning is pretty awful, so we'll see. I'm gonna try shooting this machine gunner up here. I don't know if that's why the guy will spawn close to me sometimes. Give me the very convenient pistol. Bring up that extra spawn spot, or whatever.
The Croats have mined the riverbank! We can't go any further! Okay, looks like the Croats want to play hardball! Let's get some smoke out there!
Yeah, he's not here, of course. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, why is the ground so bad? That melee, he was way too far away. Even for CoD 2 melees. Don't shoot me too much here. I am not looking at whatever that was right just yet. Nice grenade. Nice MP44. I think I was completely unhittable. Oh, thanks for the sub. Okay, screw that guy, it's fine. Teammate! Why would you run in front at exactly that moment?
That's the last one! Good job, Corporal! There's still Croats.
This is very good.
Watch your back! Don't let your guard down!
No, just don't get bullied, just keep going back. Easy 216. I'm actually so happy with that run. Like, my end goal was actually going to be 217. And then I just got an actually good run.
Damn fine job, you guys. We took on the best troops
I'm so
Germany
happy
had
with
to
that.
offer and sent 'em running for their mama.
That brings the full classic trilogy, like if you add all the watercourse together, that's really close to being under 5 hours, but I think it's not quite there.
One more thing. I don't know about the gentleman part, but how'd you like to be an officer?
Yeah, I didn't clutch up on the levels I wanted to, but then I clutched up on the levels I didn't expect to. So, I mean, that works, I guess. Good enough. 215 definitely possible if you want to just, like, grind way too hard, but I got... Mostly everything works here. I think this was actually deathless, which for CoD 2 is pretty ridiculous. 216.41. Crazy. You didn't curse the run. I guess you blessed the run even harder. 218 skip and 217 skip. Yeah, I skipped 2 minutes. That was really good. Gonna let the credits play for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm quitting now. I did. Oh, I died to my own grenade. That's right. That was so dumb. Thanks for the sub. I think I missed a couple of subscriptions there. Too busy getting water record. Yeah, that need death. I guess there's just like a giant, like, solid wall in front of you when you're in the truck. So it just like, doesn't work. Okay, so what I need to do is get times that end in 59 seconds every time. That way Yabi gives me the most bits possible. That's how that works. Which game next? So the next like actual goal is classic CoD trilogy, which is CoD 1, CoD 2, and World at War. So next, I'm probably just going to run through CoD 1, because I'm probably still decent at it, but just enough to be like to make sure I'm not terrible. And then I'll probably run World at War for a couple days, because it's been a bit since I played that, so I'm probably still bad at a few things now. But once I'm good enough at all those games, I'll do a trilogy run. Yeah, it's kind of a sketch category. It doesn't really make much sense because CoD 1 and 2 are Infinity Ward, and then World at War is Treyarch, and totally not part of those. I think like CoD 3 in there would make more sense, but it's not on PC, and it's kind of just not really a real CoD game. Yeah, CoD 1 streams are fun. World at War is just CoD 2 but shorter, basically. But CoD 1's a lot more consistent, it's pretty nice. Do I let like the whole credits play out? I don't think I've ever watched all the credits in CoD 2. Get the sneeze counter ready, yeah. CoD 3 agreed. United Offensive can also make sense as CoD Classic, but it's not Infinity Ward either. And it's also PC exclusive, so console runners can't play it. They spent all the dev time balancing the AI in the credits fight scene. Honestly, I wonder how long this took them to get exactly how they wanted it. Yeah, that would make sense. And like, I don't know. The PC exclusive argument maybe doesn't work as well because CoD 1 on console's kind of trash. Like it's barely speedrunnable. But also UO sucks. I would actually rather play World at War than United Offensive. And it wasn't me that made this category, it was made by someone else like years ago. And I feel like, I don't know. It was that way, so it's like good enough now. So the CoD 1 has, I think the first spin-off was United Offensive, which is on PC only, and then it has a console spin-off called Finest Hour. And then CoD 2 has a console spin-off called Big Red One, which was Treyarch's first game, and then they made CoD 3. And then they went to their like usual thing where Infinity Ward made a game and the next year Treyarch made a game. I'm surprised the credits are still going. I sat through them for a while before, but like I don't think that was even halfway. Credits are unskippable. I haven't tried skipping them, but I have. I usually just like quit out because I'm done. Just never actually watched them all the way through. This is the end of CoD 2 for now, yeah. I may do, like, depending on how long it takes me to de-rust CoD 1 and World at War, I might do another CoD 2 run just to be sure before doing the classic trilogy, but who knows, it depends. Thanks for the bits. Gotta find Pavlov's house in World at War. Is it the giant castle, the Japanese castle, that he upgraded? Oh, more victory. There was even more victory in this game than I realized at the end of the credits. That's funny. Yeah, now damn, we're actually into like real credits now. Who knows how long these take? Price has poor form, carrying the guy to safety. That's funny. You told me 215 would happen, which to be fair was surprisingly close, but yes. Also, I think this is enough credits. The music has stopped and everything. So let's go read this guy. Also, what's my summer best? 4 minutes 20 off summer best. That is pretty crazy for this game. Because all my previous PBs were like 7 minutes off, and nehyzo, the previous world record holder, was 7 minutes off his summer best as well. Oh, the credits are actually over. Okay, nice.